Hey there, and welcome to this explainer. I am absolutely thrilled you're joining us today. If you're a brand new singer, or honestly, even if you just want to understand how your instrument truly works, you are in the exact right place. We're going to dive right in, because today we are talking about something totally foundational. I want to start by giving you the anchor message for our entire journey together. Your body is your voice's first teacher. So, what exactly does that mean? Your voice's first teacher. It sounds kind of deep and philosophical, doesn't it? But actually, it's 100% physical. You see, before you sing a single note, before you even open your mouth to make a sound, the way you hold your body sets up absolutely everything that follows. It dictates the conditions for your breath, your tone, the whole shebang. Your voice doesn't just magically happen in your throat. It's responding to the physical setup you give it, right from your head down to your toes. Section 1. Balance, not oppose. Finding your relaxed readiness. Okay, we need to bust a really stubborn myth right out of the gate. When most of us hear good posture, we instantly do the exact wrong thing. We go straight into that stiff, frozen pose. You know the one. Shoulders pinned back, chest puffed way out, holding your breath like a soldier at attention. Well, it turns out that actually traps your voice. What we really want is to be balanced and free. The goal here is to let your bones stack up so they can do all the heavy lifting. When your bones carry your weight, your muscles can stay completely relaxed, squishy, and ready to actually help you sing. So, good setup is about being balanced and free at the exact same time. Section 2. Building from the floor up, stacking the body. I'd love for you to start thinking of your body as a tall, friendly stack. It's a structure that builds really logically, right from the floor all the way up. So let's break down the first two steps. Step 1 is grounded feet. It all begins with feeling your feet physically connected to the floor. When you spread your weight evenly, it literally sends a signal to your nervous system that says, hey, we're safe. And that makes your muscles let go of tension they were holding on to for absolutely no reason. Then we move to step 2, level hips. Your hips are basically the base that your spine grows out of. If they tip too far forward or backward, your lower back scrunches up or your chest caves in. We just want them balanced and level right in the middle, using almost zero effort. Moving on up to step 3, your spine is your central pull, right? But we definitely don't want to force it straight. Instead, think about this. Picture a string gently pulling the top of your head toward the ceiling while your tailbone drops toward the floor. Try feeling that for a second. You get naturally tall and long, but you stay entirely loose. You're not locking your knees or freezing up your back. You're just cultivating a nice, long, easy spine. All right, stepping up to step 4, we hit the shoulders. Have you ever noticed how your shoulders just shoot right up to your ears when you're nervous or concentrating really hard? Well, when they do that, your breath gets super shallow. But if you let your shoulders settle wide and back, just sinking comfortably down into their sockets, it naturally opens up all this glorious room right across your chest. You don't have to forcefully shove your chest open. Just let those shoulders settle, and the space for your breath appears totally on its own. And now we hit step 5, the very top of our stack. I've got a seriously wild fact for you here. 12. The human head weighs up to 10 to 12 pounds. Guys, that is the exact same weight as a heavy bowling ball. Just let that sink in for a second. So think about what we need to do with that bowling ball. Imagine a ball resting delicately on a seal's nose. When your 12-pound head sits perfectly balanced right on top of your spine, your bones hold it up for free. No effort required. But if your head drifts forward even just a couple of inches, like say when you're craning to look at your phone or leaning way into a microphone, your neck muscles have to strain desperately to hold that heavy ball up. When it's balanced delicately, though, your throat just naturally, beautifully opens right up. Section 3. The floating voice box. The literal physical hinge. Okay, we've built our body from the floor up, and now we arrive at the absolute climax of our physical setup. Let's talk about what's actually inside your throat. Your larynx, which is just the fancy anatomy word for your voice box, is not bolted down. It isn't locked to your skeleton at all. It hangs there, floating freely in this complex web of soft tissue and muscle that connects up to your skull, your jaw, and down to your breastbone. It is a completely floating arrangement. And here is the major aha moment of this whole explainer. When your head pokes forward, muscles get pulled tight and drag your voice box out of place. Remember that 12-pound bowling ball head? When you crane it forward, it literally pulls those suspensory muscles incredibly tight. They get stuck trying to hold your head up, and in the process, they drag your voice box completely out of its happy, floating, neutral spot. This right here is the direct undeniable physical link between your posture and your voice.
Section 4. Movement beats stiffness. Loose beats frozen.
So, now that we have this beautifully balanced stack, what are we supposed to do with it? Do we hold it perfectly still? Absolutely not. We often mistakenly think that being steady means freezing, but your body is literally built to move. When you hold perfectly still and freeze up, you actually shut down all those natural, tiny micro adjustments your body makes to keep itself balanced. What we really want is relaxed readiness. You should always feel free to shift your weight around, sway a little, or move your hands. That movement releases the tension that would otherwise pile straight up in your throat. Remember, stiffness is absolutely not the same thing as steadiness. Section 5. Making room for breath. How feeling sets up your voice. Now, let's connect the dots between this physical setup and the rest of your voice. You see, the voice operates as one massive interconnected system. A free, organized body gives the breath room to work. When your spine is long and easy and your shoulders are settled nicely into their sockets, your rib cage is finally free to move and open dynamically. You've essentially just created the necessary physical room for your air engine to run without having to force a single thing. And hey, body organization definitely doesn't stop at the neck. Your face gets in on the action too. The muscles of your face actually participate in shaping your sound. A blank, deadpan face literally dulls your tone, but a face that is alive and engaged with feeling, that naturally brightens your voice up. Letting your face naturally express meaning sets up your sound to be brilliant before the words even leave your mouth. It's not about making exaggerated, goofy expressions. It's just letting your face naturally participate in whatever message you're singing. Now, if you're a beginner, I know this might feel like a lot to remember, but check out this piece of advice. Give your body gentle awareness and a feeling of safety, and it will find its own easy balance. Please, whatever you do, don't boss your body around. Giving yourself harsh military commands like stand up straight or chest out just creates braced, tight muscles. Your body's own intelligence is amazing. Just noticing space, feeling your feet on the ground, and imagining that gentle string on your head works infinitely better than force. Section 6. Check your body first. The starting place for voice problems. This leads us to our ultimate takeaway. Because your body sets the foundation for literally everything else, when something goes wrong with your singing, your throat is rarely the actual culprit. If you're struggling with an airy, weak tone, that is very often caused by a forward head that's dragged your voice box right out of position. Or, on the flip side, if your tone feels pushed and strained, you might be compensating for a sunken chest that's squishing your lungs and messing with your air pressure. The vocal problem is usually just a symptom. The instrument is simply responding to the physical conditions you gave it. So I want to leave you with a quick, totally actionable checklist. Think of these as physical signals that it's time to gently reset. If you notice locked knees, raised shoulders, a jutting chin, a stiff chest, or a tight neck before you even sing, listen, these are not failures. They are incredibly helpful pieces of feedback from your body. When you feel them, just stop, take a breath, feel your feet, and gently rebuild your friendly stack from the floor up. Which brings us to one final really important question to leave you with today. The next time you feel stuck on a song or a tricky phrase, ask yourself, before you try to fix your voice, have you checked your setup? Remember, setting up your body first gives your voice the strong, easy, and floating start it needs for a lifetime of joyful singing. Thank you so much for hanging out with me in this explainer. Go experiment with your stack, find that relaxed readiness, and see just how beautifully your voice naturally responds. Catch you next time.